Oh, baloney. The whole thing always gets back to drugs.
Hello, my name is Sandro Graca and I'm a licensed acupuncturist. Today we're going to talk about female reproductive health, every advice that I can find to help you getting pregnant, staying pregnant and having a very healthy pregnancy. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different from the previous vlogs, where this time I'm going to guide you in the right direction in terms of things that you should definitely check out, because there's tons of advice there. Okay. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to Dr. Gil Barzilai for his time recording the previous vlog. That was only part 1. I'll leave the link up here and you can check it out. There will definitely be a part 2, might even be a part 3, because there was tons of information there. So part 1, we basically talked a little bit about, just introducing Dr. Gil Barzilai and what he does, what's his main research field, and lecturing as well. So we talked about research in acupuncture and Chinese medicine and how it is important for not just the patients and the practitioners, but actually for other clinicians as well, so that the inter-referrals work really well in favor of the patients. Okay, so remember, if you have any questions, you can get in touch with us, or you can just try and get in touch with Dr. Gil Barzilai. I'll leave the link here. Best way and quickest way to do it is through his Facebook page, and that is facebook.com/Dr. Gil TCM. So another thing I just want you to check is Dr. Gil Barzilai's first video blog post, and he was kind enough to ask me to help him out with that one, and it was just a huge pleasure. And again, 3 minutes on research, and really helpful for patients, but also for the general public and for other clinicians as well. So please go and check it out. And as I said, if you want to get in touch with him, his Facebook page is facebook.com/Dr. Gil TCM. On our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see that there's a playlist created just for the interviews with the experts. So you'll have everyone that we've managed to get on this vlog so far is there. All the interviews are in proper order, because some of them are a little bit too long to be just the one file. So please feel free to go through those. And remember, I'll have the next part from Dr. Gil Barzilai's interview up in the next week or 2. So speaking about interviews with the experts, it doesn't really get much better than this. You've seen these faces here before, and this picture is actually from a video that was released earlier this week, and that I would really like you guys to go and check it out. So I'll leave the link here so that you can go and check out the video. And this is an interview with Mary Wong, who is a doctor of Chinese medicine practicing in Toronto, Canada, and she's the author of this amazing book, Pathways to Pregnancy. And just keep an eye on this channel, because you might see Mary again real soon. So I was saying to you that you've seen these faces before, because at the IFS in Vancouver earlier in the year, there were a few pictures that we shared with you guys with both Mary Wong and the other person that you can see on the interview, who is Lee Holland Rubin. So Lee is a practitioner, she's a lecturer, a researcher, and she's the author of many studies. And one of the main ones is this one called The Impact of Whole Systems Traditional Chinese Medicine on IVF Outcomes. You've seen, you've seen pictures of Lee before, but if you want to get more information on her, I'll leave the website here. It's pdxacustudio.com. And you've seen her on one of the vlogs before, because she was distinguished with a very special award, Pioneer in Integrative Reproductive Medicine. And I'll tell you one thing, she really deserves it, because she is just amazing. Okay, she is phenomenal researcher. She's lecturing all over the world. Safe travels, hope everything goes okay, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you real soon as well. So watch this space. And for anyone watching this as a practitioner, please, you should really go and check out Lee's lectures. She has some on Medagogy. I'll leave the link here. It's medagogy.com, and especially the ones that are on ProD seminars. Again, I'll leave the link here. It's prodseminars.com. And Lee's lectures are fantastic. I have to confess that I binge on them. So that's as much as I can say about it, because they're just phenomenal. She knows tons, and you could just sit down and listen to her forever. So Mary, thank you so much for having Lee on this interview, and I'll leave the Facebook link here. If you're trying to get pregnant, I would really recommend you that you go and listen to this interview, because it's full of advice for you, and it's really helpful. Any help that you can get is great help, and when you can get it from two very, very experienced practitioners like these, I can just super guarantee you that you're going to learn so much from watching this. So speaking about patient information, why not talk about my own? Earlier in the week, I was asked to go on a podcast, and this project is really, really good, and that's not just because of my interview. It does help though. Girls are gonna kill me for saying this, but anyway, sorry. Really, really seriously, Action for Wellness is something that you should go and check it out. I'll leave the link down here, and the podcast is now live as well. Go on their Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Action for Wellness. And the girls, Maya and Nava, asked me a couple of weeks ago if I would mind going on the podcast just to talk to them about female fertility and advice that would be easy to follow and that they could pass on to women that are trying to get pregnant. So I would really, really encourage you to go and check out their project. It's like the website and their Facebook page is just absolutely jam-packed with easy information to follow. And you know, get the best advice that you can, because that will help you on your journey when you're trying to conceive. So check out the podcast, and as I said, I will leave the link here so that you can go and click on that. And please, if you have any questions, you can send them to the girls, or if you want to get in touch with us, we have our details on the website, or you can just leave a comment in the section below. So speaking about podcasts, see where this all links together? Speaking about podcasts, the other one that I want you to check is really, really close to my heart. It's something that I'm really, really passionate about, and I wish that one day I am anywhere near as good as this next clinician that I'm going to talk to you about. Her name is Nava Carmen, and she is an experienced fertility, gynaecology and obstetric acupuncturist and herbalist, and she specializes in complex autoimmune disorders. And this particular podcast, she actually focuses on recurrent miscarriage. So I'll leave the link down here. You can go and check it out. If you or anyone that you know that you can pass on this information has ever been touched by a miscarriage, it's a really, really tough place to be, and help is always needed, help is always welcome. So to hear it from someone like Nava, who is so experienced, it's really, really worth taking on board that advice and just try and pass it on. And if you want to know more about Nava, I'll actually leave her website here so you can go and check it out, and there's tons of information there, really, and she is just phenomenal. So Nava, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you in Rothenburg earlier this year, and I have been following your work for so long, and you are just great. So keep up the good work. Even for other practitioners, check out her website as well. This woman is really, really good at what she does, and to go in depth on such a really, really touching and heartfelt subject like recurrent miscarriage, it's really good to have an expert like Nava on hand to give you as much advice as possible. So go and check out her website, follow her on social media. She's really active, always posting tons of advice for everyone, and thank you so much for your support for this channel as well. Really appreciate all the retweets and reposts. I really thank you so much. And I'll see you in Edinburgh in a few weeks' time, yeah? Thank you so much, Nava. Your work is really phenomenal. And for everyone, please go and check her out. Another podcast that I want you to go and check out, this is more dedicated to PCOS, is the podcast from the Fertility podcast. I'll leave the link here to their website. Go and check it out. Natalie does an amazing job at going through really so many different subjects when it comes to fertility and trying to conceive and even pregnancy and everything. She is just phenomenal. So please go and check her out. On Twitter, she's quite active as well on social media, so that's at Fertility Poddy, and please go and check it out because it's great. The particular podcast that I'm talking about is episode 90, where she talked about PCOS and invited two experts to talk on this particular podcast. I'll leave the pictures here and you can see a little bit about them. Like, these are top experts in their field in the UK, so it's really worthwhile. And as you know, PCOS is so difficult to treat. We get tons of referrals from GPs and gynecologists in our clinic as well. It's really difficult to shift. So I'm so delighted when I can help a woman in the clinic that has been diagnosed on. And again, PCOS can go so many times, can go underdiagnosed. So please don't ever have any doubts. Just go and get it all checked. And if you have any questions for us in particular about PCOS, again, I'll leave our details details here, you have our details on the website, or just leave the comment below and we'll get back to you, or even we can record something if it warrants more information to the public. But anyway, back to this particular podcast. What is really great about it is that it goes through important aspects of PCOS and really what you should know about understanding the female menstrual cycle and what you need to know about your own reproductive health. In this podcast, what you're going to get is two experts talking about PCOS, and Natalie asks really, really good questions, so it's really, really informative. So thank you so much for doing that, Natalie, and I wish you all the best, and I hope that you keep on posting great amount of information like that. Again, here's the link for that podcast. Follow Natalie on Twitter as well. I'll leave the link here too. If you have any questions about it, I'm pretty sure you can get in touch with her, or if you want us to clarify anything about acupuncture for PCOS, please feel free to send us your questions. Okay, so there you go. That's a few different options for you to go and check out, all to do with female reproductive health. As I said on one of the previous vlogs, don't ever second guess anything about your health. Always make sure that you're in the best place possible. It's not all just about the trying to get pregnant. You need to remember that you need to be as strong as possible to keep that pregnancy, have a very healthy pregnancy, and have a lovely baby that you can bring home and just recover as quickly as possible. Okay, so please, as always, if you have any questions, leave us in the comments below or get in touch with us privately. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for future videos, keep them coming and we'll try to help you as much as we can. And until next time, be kind and be healthy.
Oh, baloney. The whole thing always gets back to drugs.